Sussex is badly overshadowed by even Sarah Ferguson, with powerful rights throwing them in rock bottom. Sarah Ferguson is tipped to take on some of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's abandoned royal responsibilities. The Duchess of York, 61, may be handed a portion of the Sussexes' patronages, according to sources. Harry, 36, and Meghan, 40, stepped away from being working members of the royal family last year and moved to California. Following their decision in March 2020, their honorary military titles and royal patronages were left behind. The Duke of Sussex used to hold the titles of Honorary Air Commandant of RAF Honington, Commodore-in-Chief Small Ships and Diving, and Patron of England Rugby Union, RFU, and the Rugby Football League, RFL. While the Duchess was patron of the Association of Commonwealth Universities. According to a source, Fergie may be taking on some of the patronages once held by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. The source goes on to hint that Harry and Meghan may not be pleased with this arrangement. The Sussexes no doubt won't like hearing that, the source said. The Duke and Duchess currently live in California with their 2 children, Archie, 2, and newborn Lilibet. The royal couple have major deals with companies including Netflix, Spotify and Apple TV, and their first Netflix project was announced recently. Meghan has released a children's book, The Bench, and Harry made the bombshell announcement that he will be releasing a memoir about his life in early 2022. The Duchess of York was recently invited by the Queen to holiday with the family at Balmoral. According to sources, the outreach from the monarch suggests more official appearances from Fergie are expected. I think to myself that, honestly, my mother-in-law has been more of a mother to me than my mother, Fergie said in an interview. I absolutely admire the incredible way Her Majesty is so modern. And how flexible, and how understanding, and how forgiving and how generous. Meanwhile, at the moment, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are among the most famous people on earth. Though some critics predicted that the couple would fade into obscurity shortly after they departed the UK and resettled in California, that has certainly not been the case. In fact, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are more popular than ever these days, at least on this side of the pond. No great surprise there. Fighting for your freedom against an oppressive British regime is a pretty American thing to do. Anyway, Meghan and Harry's stars are still on the rise over a year since they departed London. Meghan's Oprah interview was one of the television events of the year, and Harry is regarded by millions as a refreshing antidote to the staid stodginess of the royal family. If you're one of the Sussexes' many haters, and you're hoping the couple will soon regret their decision to move to a sunnier, more friendly climate, well, your outlook for the future seems bleak. But you can take heart in the fact that there's one vicious troll who's still predicting that Harry and Meghan will soon be forgotten by Brits, Americans, and the entire world. As we've discussed before, Meghan and Harry's situation bears a marked resemblance to that of King Edward VII and Wallis Simpson. Like Meghan, Wallis was a divorced, American actress whose marriage into the royal family ignited a major scandal. Edward was forced to abdicate in order to marry Simpson, and the two of them lived the rest of their lives in self-imposed exile in France, all but forgotten by the people of the UK. Now, royal expert and documentary filmmaker Nick Bullen is predicting a similar fate for Meghan and Harry, with California standing in for France. It may seem far from now, but it will happen, Bullen said of the Sussexes' decline in a recent interview. What will happen to Harry and Meghan 10 years from